Let's start with this individual up about his shoulder, and this illustrates that this horse has a rather straight shoulder. He has some angulation to it, but certainly not as much as we'd like, and as a result his withers are way up here instead of back here where they belong. And the angulation of his shoulder in this instance is about like this. And many times when you, almost without exception, a straight-shouldered horse, and let's drop down now, will be straight in his pasterns, and that's a very undesirable characteristic. And the angle of the pastern and the angle of the shoulder are almost always parallel to one another. And this horse does have an extremely long and straight pastern, which predisposes to many problems in the pastern area, as well as oscillats of the ankle, which is a common term for an inflammatory process that occurs at the junction of the joint capsule and the collateral ligaments that hold the ankle together. It predisposes to ring bone and areas in that, or problems in that area. Now, horses that are straight in the shoulder have a very short, as a general rule, and choppy stride. These horses are not comfortable to ride, and the withers being way forward, instead of having an angulation to the shoulder, which we'd like to be like this, and have their withers way back here, this horse's angulation, as I said, is about here. A horse that doesn't have a good angulation to his shoulder doesn't have much length of stride at all, and that's where the length of stride comes from the angulation of the shoulder and from the length of the forearm. This horse, incidentally, has a nice long forearm, and a good long forearm with a reasonably short cannon will compensate for the straightness of his shoulder in this particular individual. But we'd like for the conformation to be much better than that.